Hello. Hola. Can you hear me? Welcome. Welcome to the Nosy Bystanders. Welcome. Do you have your drink for the evening? Hola. Hola. We're here. We're not queer, but we are queer friendly. Get used to it. Hello. 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 We got a lot to talk about. Lots. We have lots to discuss today. My chair is so squeaky. One, I ordered a microphone. I heard the comments. I read them. They go by fast, but I can see them. I see the comments. I read the comments. Okay. What's up, Nosy? Who's in the building? Who's in the building? Come to the front. Come to the front. We got a lot to talk about. If you can see the caption below, we're talking about all of this stuff in that order. In that order. We got a lot. Let me smash the like button. Smash it because y'all know y'all coming in hot and y'all on time. I'm shook. Did it. Shook did it. We have Danny and Tonisha, which was name I always want mess up. We got the Queen Steph, Ashley, Shay, AA. What's up, AA? What's up, Super Cute Walker? What's up, friends of the show? Friends of the show. Carol. What's up, Brianna? Pretty Mickey. Socialite Simone, as always, has arrived. Dedicated Ebony. Hello. Kim, Tamika, Love. Is it Sharda? Love Sharda? Hello. Jerica, Denise, Lucky. Hey, Lucky. Nelly Nels. Nelly Nels always in the middle. Nelly Nels gonna make their way in here, honey, because they like, excuse me, I'm nosy. Brown Delight. Hello, Brown Delight. Hello, Latarsha Bradley. Hello, Latarsha. Slay Goddess. Tamira Hicks. Hello, first and last name. Hello, smiley face Tracy. Sassy Brown. What's up, Yada? Yada, you're always in the building, Yada. Where is apartment wife? Is it Tamiri Marcel? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Hello, Tamir. I've never seen her before, but welcome. We also have MG and Bougie and YNV, which we still no idea what that means. Blaze 106.91 is in the building. Got to say it like that because that's a radio station. We love her. Hello, Yvette. Hello, Christy. Is it Aslia? Aslia? I never know how to pronounce your name right. I hope I'm saying it right. What's up, Student Gee? Damn, all y'all in here. Slide on in. Come in. The tea is hot. Or as lukewarm, if you will. So some announcements, some, not a lot, but then we're getting to our stories. What's up, Just Naughty? Hello. Hello, Breezy TV. Is it Libra Love? Hello, Libra Love. Hello, Miss Shaw. Is it Miss Shaw? Hello. What's up, Risa? Okay, so everyone's in the building. More people sliding in. Slide on in and welcome. So some announcements. So the Roku channel is doing just great. We're adding on a lot new content creators, and I promise you guys, this before the end of this month, I'm going to announce all of the content creators, and it's a lot of some of your favorites. So that's exciting. It's a lot of the people you guys already like, you already follow, but they're going to be creating their own TV shows. So they're going to be offering you some brand new, interesting content, a lot of news, a lot of gossip, a lot of chit chat. Okay. A lot of baking, a lot of home good, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, so be prepared. So we're going to be doing a full announcement of all our lineup. Follow us at Nosy Bystanders TV, which I'm going to put into the chat, so you know to follow us on TikTok. So that's where you're going to get the previews to the show. And then toward the end of the month, once we have our content creators on, then we will launch how you're going to be able to watch us on Roku, whether it's your Roku Smart TV, your Roku Stick, which I had to buy uninnocuously, or just going onto our site, because we have a website too where you can watch us if you don't have a Roku device. So this is our new TikTok page. Here we go. So that's us. So follow us on TikTok. So let's get into this mess, okay? I want to read some of your comments first because I already see them coming in. Lucky Lady, hello, Lucky Lady, said, hit that like button, nosy gang. That's right, hit that like button. Listen to the girl. This is from Socialite Simone says, I swear this is my favorite part of the day. Simone, that means a lot to us that you feel like you're at home when you're watching us because, we love you here. You are our official socialite since none of us have one. So we appreciate that. She said, Steph, I called you today. Call me back. Says, did you call me? Is your area code 341? If that is you, I'll give you a call right back. Okay. I'll give you a call right back. Jasmine says, congratulations. Thank you, Jasmine, very much. What's up, Zula? How you doing? Zula Suli? I hope I'm saying that right. That's you? Okay. Okay, that's Yoda. I'll call you right back, girl. What's up, MXDRI 347? Okay, I'm gonna give you a call right back after the show. I was wondering who that was, but normally I let it go to voicemail. I check the voicemails and then I give people call backs. So let's get into our stories today. All righty. And smash that like button. There's 179 of you in the building. I know it's gonna be 300 before the show lets out. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Mysterious by Nature. Hello, all you late people. Hello, Missy. How you doing? So let's get into our first story of the day, which, sorry, I have to pull up the actual YouTube channel because I want to do them in order. So when people want to just kind of skip through them, they can do that. And I just want to make sure that we do the stories in order. And shout out to all the people who leave the minute markers where the stories begin in the comments. Y'all the real MVPs. Y'all the real MVP. So I want to get started into this story here. I'm going to pull it up for you now. This story here. So I'm not going to be switching. I'm not going to be sending panels in here until my microphone comes because I know that it distorts the sound for you guys. So I'm going to just try to steer clear of switching in and out too quickly so that my mic doesn't mess up. So this story here. So I don't know if you've been on Twitter today, but the large retailer Shein has been having some issues. Shein and these other companies here, AliExpress and Zolful, because they have been sending a dangerous amount of highly toxic chemicals in their clothes or the products that they sell, specifically their clothes, which have high levels of lead, allegedly, and their makeup cosmetic brands as well. So if you saw that story on TikTok, it was trending on TikTok, and then BuzzFeed picked it up because they nosy too. And BuzzFeed actually sat down with that content creator to figure out why or how she realized she was sick from some fake gold nail lacquer, which happened to be heavy metal poisoning. So, of course, Shein's trending right now on Twitter and TikTok because people are trying to cancel it. But I want to hear from you guys. Like, what do you think? I personally have shopped at Shein. I've never had any issues because I typically wash my clothes before I put them on, specifically if it's underwear or a bra, or anything that has to go near my crotch. Let's just be realistic, right? Pants too. But like, and I'm not saying that the people who purchase clothes from Shein who get heavy metal poisonings like lead get sick, that they're trifling. No, they're not trifling, but 10 times out of 10, if you're spending a ton of money on clothes, you in your head you're thinking they're safe to wear from store to whatever event you're wearing them to. But I want to hear from you guys. You said, I thought that. Yeah. Socialite Simone says, I've seen some videos like this from my mommy creator to warn people about buying those clothes for their children. Yeah. Especially if you're going to just think they're ready to wear, most certainly not from Shein. Shein is not a US based company. So anytime any company comes from overseas, their regulations are going to be a lot different than they are over here. So most certainly don't just put clothes on. Like clothing manufacturers whose clothes come from here are probably safe to wear from the store, right? But if it's not, then I wouldn't. The only clothing store I think that would be the safest to wear from rack to your skin would probably be H&M. And the reason why I say H&M is because H&M sustainably sources their clothes. Like everything is sustainable for a large retail. You'd be shocked, but it is. Their cotton is even sustainable. So they're probably one of the safer companies to wear clothes from rack to your body. Yinzi, is it Yinzi said, I definitely would not buy any cosmetics. First of all, I don't even want to shame that lady because I am also a TikToker, but like, can we all be for real? It's 270 you in the building. Can we be for real? Can we be for real? Who's buying like nail art kit from Shein? Like we all, it's like a widespread, well-known thing that like Shein is cheap, right? So like everything that comes with it is because people have this idea in their head like it's cheap. I know it's not going to last long, but it looks cute at the time being. So why are you buying things like knowing that in the back of your head, or hell, knowing it in the front of your head like okay, this stuff is cheap. So why are you buying stuff like you should know the nail polish is cheap, you should know the nail lacquer is cheap, you should know the gold foil is cheap. You should know all these things cuz it's cheap. Like for example, let me just use myself for example. I used to take fiber that gummies that I would get from CVS. And one day I ran out and I was like in a pinch. So I'm like, I'm going to order them on Amazon. This is a true story. So I ordered them on Amazon and I take them. And typically, when you eat two, you can feel it, right? It's like a mild laxative. You can feel it instantly. If you take two in the morning, you just be mindful that you should be near a toilet. Well, I took two, I got nothing. And then the next day I took two. Still, I didn't get the feeling you get when you're about to like take a dump. Let's just be realistic. I'm not about to sugarcoat that. On the third day, I take two more and I don't get feelings in my gut. I get feelings in my chest. It feels like chest pain. Like I feel like I'm having a heart attack. And I didn't think anything of it. I was like, that's weird. So then I do a little bit more digging and I just like, well, I didn't do any digging. I just like kind of like put it in the back of my head. I took two more and then I got chest pain again. And so I just put two and two together. Like, I think it's these gummies that's causing this chest pain because I don't feel anything in my gut. I don't feel any like natural gotta go feeling. So I do a little bit of research and I'm like, are the gummies, and I bought the same exact brand. I started the gummies from Amazon, the same as CVS. There were like thousands of articles like that stuff is counterfeit. It's not even real. It's just gelatin and a bunch of stuff that whoever manufactured it threw together. It's not even the same company. It's a literal counterfeit. And Amazon has been battling counterfeits for like a number of years. So I'm like, okay, I threw them out. I go back to CVS, get the same brand. I take them in one day and the feeling, that gut feeling comes back, no chest pain. I'm like, these were counterfeit. So I made it a point to never purchase anything on Amazon that has to go in my mouth or on my head. That's what I've done because I'm like, okay, so don't buy toothpaste from Amazon. Don't buy toothbrushes from Amazon. Don't buy um, dental floss. Don't buy mouthwash. Don't buy hair care products. Don't buy shampoo. I when I tell you I shop locally, I literally make it a habit. Like if I look for like skincare, something specific to skincare, I'll go directly to the manufacturer like Ulta or the other one, the super racist one, or I go to a local black retailer that I can find on Instagram. Like, oh, you make skincare products. Okay, I'll buy them from you. But I do not like they're no. So just having that thought, long story long, but just having that thought in my head makes me know, okay, if Amazon, this mega giant, has issues with counterfeits and cheaply made stuff, and they charge you an arm and a leg, and Shein is not charging you an arm and a leg, 10 times out of 10, everything from Shein is going to be counterfeit and toxic, Let me get to some of your comments. This is from Veronica. Veronica says, everyone buys from China. More than you know is made in China, and the US is grabbing it up. Chinese retailers can sell American products, and their government labeled it toxic. Crazy. And it's crazy too, because again, I have a degree in political science, so I understand how trade works. The US has been battling trying to get higher regulations for stuff with China. But every time we get a different presidential administration, sometimes the scrutiny is higher, like during the Obama administration, and then they get lax during administrations like the Trump administration. So it depends on the administration. Some administrations are really like they scrutinize what comes and goes in the US, and just some don't. This is from Tiny the Ninja says, yeah, that's my issue. People buy and resell stuff on Shein. That's right. Paulette, hello, Paulette says, you have to check the ingredients. The ingredients and everything was the same. Everything was the same. It was just a counterfeit product. So it was gummies, but it wasn't actually what was being labeled. It was exactly the same thing, head to toe, roundabout. They did have an off taste just a little bit, but they had enough sugar in the gummies where you kind of like didn't catch it. This from West Coaster Bus. Hello, West Coaster Bus. He says, I buy it all and I'm thriving. Ooh, yikes. Socialite Simone said, and expired. Call Me Darling says, a lot of the stuff sits in the warehouse past the expiration date. That's true. Now, I will say this, I did not check the expiration date, but let's get some of the tweets from some of the people here on Twitter who was discussing these counterfeit Shein stuff. This is from Queen D236 says, we got to get rid of Shein. Full stop. We got to find something else for poor people, big people. There's no way a clothing brand that is giving people mercury poisoning, lead poisoning, etc., these are alleged, should be allowed to operate. We got to shut them down. And then somebody below here tweets, just deleted the app and I'm tossing the clothes because what the F, which I totally agree. Now, mind you, I do have some items from Shein, but I've only shopped there one time. I just not a fan. I'm not a fan of anything that really comes from the website, to be honest with you. Everything seems like nothing seems to be the right size. Like, don't get me wrong, I've purchased jeans, leggings, they've all been the right size, but it does take a good deal of search, because even if you buy one pair of jeans and it comes in a 1X, another pair of jeans will say large, and you're like, should I get 1X? But they're not, because they come from different manufacturers. So you're like, okay, so it does take a great deal of scrutiny to look into it, but it's like, I shouldn't have to do all of that for some fucking jeans. You know what I mean? Also, too, why do my $12 jeans come with 2 tons of lead? I'm just gonna have to take a big fat pass on that one. A big fat pass. Let's get to this tweet here. This is from FKA Luna underscore says, this girl bought gold nail flakes from Shein. She touched them and they immediately melted in her skin and gave her some of the chemical poisoning. So she had to go to the hospital. It's been weeks and then it's been weeks and new her skin is peeling. Does that sound like mercury? And then she replies to herself, which I found the most funny, says, is Shein selling mercury? Because she replies to herself, which is hilarious. Like, is Shein selling mercury? Who knows? Okay. Who knows? Because again, gold leaf is edible, you guys. I don't know if you know that or not, but gold leaf, not, don't eat a gold bar, but gold leaf is edible. So if you can't eat the person who's selling you gold leaf and you end up croaking, yeah, it's probably not gold. So is this part down here? Is she selling mercury, girl? Yes, girl. Stephanie 614. Hello, Stephanie says, what about Zoo Lily? No idea. I've never actually shopped there, and I actually don't know much about the company. Paulette says, me as well. I only tried it because I was told to order a bunch of small purses. How do you clean the purses? Call Me Darling said, I purchased a whole vacation wardrobe and wasn't impressed. Now I'm online looking for vacay clothes, shaking my head. I can't buy it. No shade to online clothing retailers, but I cannot buy clothes online. It drives me crazy. Like, if I see it online, if you have a physical store, I'm going to do my best to go to the physical store. I do buy clothes online. I'm not saying that I'm like anti-online clothing wear. I'm just saying I'm always thoroughly underwhelmed buying clothes online, especially from Fashion Nova, because Fashion Nova really hit the ground running when they were able to offer plus size what's it called? Plus size jeans, which are very hard to find. Or if you're just bottom heavy, you just got wider hips and you're not going to find those jeans at American Eagle. So, but I'm very underwhelmed all the time. Or I'm just like losing a ton of weight because every time I put my size into Fashion Nova, I chew not the size. It's like a giant and baggy. I'm like, am I losing weight, or are these sizes just getting just really innocuous? Mel Monet says, hello, Mel, says, me being Me being that troll, LOL. When is Brandon's interview? Soon. It's coming soon, you guys. I'm not like Normani, so I'm not gonna tell you to shut the F up, but it's coming soon, okay? I don't care what no one says. That cracks me up. Normani telling her fans to shut the F up. Okay, this is from Lady T Aurora. I hope I'm saying that right. Lady T Aurora says, Fashion Nova plus size is not plus size. You don't think so? Let me ask you guys this. What is considered plus size? What size as a XL and what size as a number? So what size do you consider plus size? I'm curious. I want to hear from you guys. AC said American Eagle has the best plus size jeans. You're right, they do. Duh. I actually watched this white girl. No, shout out to the white girls. I watched this white girl's American Eagle haul last year. Now that you say that, last year, and she was twice the size of me. And the jeans, honey, the jeans she was the jeans she was pulling out of, because she had them on her bed. The jeans she was pulling off her bed, I was like, I'm talking about properly distressed jeans, ripped jeans that are tight around the ankle, not that weird baggy stuff, tight around her waist. Child, I was like, she had about 7 or 8 pairs of jeans she was doing this haul on. I don't know if you guys ever seen that video. I said she spent about 7 or 8 pair of jeans from American Eagle. She spent about $300-$400 on those jeans because American Eagle jeans are about $75. So she was dropping some bread for those jeans. So you're right. So I there's my retraction. Thank you very much. These are 18 plus, XL or 18. Really? You guys stop. 18. I think 14 is plus size. Technically 12 and up is plus size according to like most standard like American sizes, right? What's up, Queema Daily? Because I'm a 14. I would consider myself plus size. I would consider myself slim thick, low key. You said I'm Fashion Nova brand loyal. Are you, Tamara? You said 14 plus. Yeah, that's what I thought. 10 plus is plus size. Is it 10? I'm tall though, so I'm tall. If you saw me as a size 10, I would look like a crackhead. I would, because I'm tall. I'm a tall woman. So me as a size 10, I would be like really skinny looking. I would look probably really unhealthy. It used to be. I agree. I'm a 12, 14 and consider myself plus size. Me too. I consider myself plus size, even though I'm tall. I'm a 14 though. If I lost 2 pant sizes, right, down to a 10, so 10, 12, 14, yeah, I would look like a straight crackhead. Interesting, you guys. I love all your takes on this. Shout out to the plus size girls in the comment section, and the skinny girls and the short ones. Shout out to all y'all. We got to add. We do. There's still people who invest in us. Like, Steph, why? No idea. They believe in this show. They believe in us. They believe in us. That cracks me up. They believe in us. This ad is brought to you by Ziani Boutique. Ziani Boutique is a clothing brand from the south side of Chicago, Illinois. Brianna, who owns Ziani Boutique, has had a lifelong affair with fashion and design, using her unique eye for fashion to create a colorful collection of pieces of clothes so you can get your best look. Check out zianiboutique.com for tees, clothes, and accessories. Ziani Boutique also takes Sizzle Pay. I always have a hard time saying that because I have braces, for interest-free payments. Use your promo code NOSY for an additional 20% off at checkout. And shout out to Brianna at Ziani Boutique for sponsoring this show. We love us some Brianna. Because we do. We do. Got to say the ads, honey. Got to include that in there. Got to include that in there. We do ads, you guys. They're cheap. We actually work with small businesses, so you can do your ads. At least that's what I always want to do. I always want to work with small, especially small Black businesses, because getting sponsors to sponsor your products is hard because most small Black businesses usually don't have a big budget, but our budget's cheap, and we I work with everybody who does ads with us. I would never listen. If you Black POC, okay, I'm never gonna run up and nobody for no ads. That's on my mama. Okay, I would never do that because I know what it's like to be a small business and struggling to just build your business up from the ground up. So we do ads here, you guys, and they're cheap. They're really cheap. I'm gonna be honest with you. Our ads are $100 a week, and so people get them and then they stop, and they get them and they stop because they're affordable and they're flexible for businesses. So they're $100 a week. Now there are times where I forget to do a show, so extend your ad for an additional day. Okay, but nonetheless, we do your ads and people shop. So just so you know. Now, if we do ads on TikTok, that's a little different. That's a lot cheaper. And let me tell you why. Because I actually had a conversation with a business owner the other day, and she's like, "Oh, I see you have a very large following. I have over 250,000 people on TikTok." So she's like, "I would love to do an advertise. I would love for you to do an ad for our small business." I told her straight up. I said, "If you make the ad, your product, your face, you make the ad, you send it to me, I'll post it for free. If I got to do it, it's going to be $20." That's what I told her. I said, if I have to do it, it's $20. You know what I mean? Because that's just a lot more work. This is a lot easier, and you get a larger scope of audience because I splice these videos up. Sometimes they'll end up on TikTok, and so they're free for you. But I'm like, if I have to do it on TikTok, which I just would absolutely hate, I'm gonna charge $20. But if you make the video yourself, talking about your product, whatever it is you're trying to sell, I will post it on my TikTok for free. That's to all business owners out there, okay? But if I got to put something together for you, say it every week, insert it in the middle of my show, this is a little bit different, okay? Can I buy an ad? Yes, Tracy. Do I have an email? Do I have an email bubble? I'm so dumb. I don't even have an email bubble. Normally, we're right here where it says Chief Nosy Bystander. Normally, it's my email, and I can usually put that up. But just go to our website at NosyBystanders.com. Scroll to the bottom and send us an email. We also have a tab where you can submit an ad request. So yeah, do that there. Do it there. Yeah, our ads are cheap. If you want to do it on TikTok, you got to make the ad yourself. All I have to do is just review it and make sure you're not saying anything raggedy about me. That's all that's all I say. Don't be saying nothing raggedy about me. And you're more than welcome to share that's a giant platform, and small businesses are always welcome to share it for free. Now, if you're like, Steph, please make the ad for me. Like, it's going to cost you. Okay. So let's get to our next story. Cause I want to talk about our next story because we're talking about YoungThug. Okay. Timestamp that 28 minutes in YoungThug. Okay. For anybody who wants to put the timestamps in the comments once our video is posted. Let's talk about YoungThug. Let's talk about specifically this Tumblr post off of YoungThug's Tumblr account. Okay? Because this is something else. And child is something else. Okay. It's something else. Now, while going through hold on, let me over my email. While going through YoungThug's right here Tumblr account, because I just wanted to know. I'm like, I was really thinking about YoungThug segment started. I was thinking about what MC Shaky said about T.I. Harris snitching out on YoungThug, allegedly snitching on YoungThug in order for the feds to kind of like push his case away. So I went to YoungThug's Tumblr because YoungThug, you guys have to understand, he's a millennial. So YoungThug and everyone here circled are millennials, are my age, and they grew up on the internet. So they're a bit different breed of social media giants. Okay, so we all grew up on the internet. You either grew up on MySpace and gravitated toward Tumblr or Twitter. You may have graduated to Facebook, but for the most part, millennials my age either went to Twitter or Tumblr. We kind of split up when MySpace went away. I promise you, if Young Thug had a MySpace, it's probably full of all kinds of salacious stuff. So he had a Tumblr, and so did a lot of these content creators, which I thought was unusual because you do see black artists on Tumblr, even in Young and Tumblr's inception, but not like at this length, not at this length, which is unusual. Because Tumblr was really just emo kids. Let's just be real, and bulimic girls. So, but to find all of these content creators, specifically rappers on Tumblr, I thought was unusual. And then I found this post. And if you can see at the very bottom, if you can't, I'm going to read it to you. So it's from Young Thug. He posted it originally on his um, Tumblr account, and then he reposted it on his Instagram account. Well, if you guys know, he deleted a lot of his content on his Instagram simply for marketing purposes. It has nothing to do with anything else. So it's mostly for marketing purposes. So Young Thug had this posted here originally on his Tumblr, and then at the top you could see that it was then reshared on his Instagram. At the very bottom, he states this: "We don't talk on the phones because they might stick," right? Like saying that the feds might be listening. Now, there's a lot of people who which is crazy that he tagged in this. And the ones who are not tagged, the ones who are not circled, all of those people are except Jacquees. Ignore Jacquees. I didn't see him there till last. And you know who Jacquees is, the singer. All the people who are not circled are in Young Thug's indictment. I'm going to repeat that. All the people who are not circled are listed in Young Thug's indictment. That's right. I had to backtrack and look. Yes. Which means now mind you, let me preface this by saying this was posted in 2014. So that means that if all of these content, all of these tags of individuals were with him in 2014, have carried their way with him to an indictment in 2022. Now it's funny enough because some of the people that I circled he has tagged, and I'm going to read them to you. So we have London on the Track. That's right. In 2014, London on the Track had the same handle, which he still does now. Offset, YRN, Quavo, YRN, My Baby Takeoff, YRN, Yak Gotti, MPA Duke, who is now Little Duke, who is in the indictment. So I circled him, but he is in the indictment. Rich Homie Quan, y'all know Rich Homie Quan. Usually it's Rich Homie Trina, because that's one of our supporters here, Rich Homie Trina, but Rich Homie Quan. And then you have right at the bottom, well, you got Jacquees too. Poor Jacquees. But then you also have Trouble Man 31. And you guys know who Trouble Man is. That happens to be T.I. or Tip. Trouble Man is Tip. That's right. Hello, Loretta. How you doing? That's right. You see it at the bottom. I circled it. I said, who's Trouble Man? So I went into Instagram, typed in, which I'll do for you now because, child, my mouth hit the floor. Now, trust me, my mouth hit the floor when I saw Jacquees. Okay. I said, why are you saying Jacquees? I just like the way his name is said. But when I typed in Trouble Man 31, and this account popped up, which happens to be Tip. That's right. Mr. Tiny Harris or T.I. Harris. This man, child, I was shook. Which makes me believe that MC Shaky's theory on Tip is getting closer and closer to accurate. Now I tagged MC Shaky in this image that I had found. I should have tagged Jacquees. Like, Jacquees, what you doing running with YSL? Jacquees. Oh, Offset. My Baby Takeoff. Rich Homie Quan. I'm all of them. London on the Track. Child. Show enough. That's right, Queen. Show enough, honey. Show enough. Show enough. This is from Margaret. Hello, Margaret says, whenever you want to know if T.I. is in the mix, see if Tiny is working. What HL8212 said Dolly is his sister. Dolly is whose sister? And where do you see Dolly at? Oh, there. Who is Dolly? Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me see if I can pull up her Instagram name. Dolly White, underscore Dolly White. Okay, I'll pull it up now. Let's see. Who is this? This girl? Oh, child. Let's watch her. She just posted a video. Y'all want to? I can't turn the volume up because of the music, but we'll play it. She just posted a video. Wow. Not your sister being a fucking YSL member. Why would you tag your sister? Are you crazy? This is from, is it Tamiri? Tamiri says, why is my baby YF and Lucci in the mix? Free my baby. Well, they were rival gangs. So YNF Lucci was in a rival gang against the YSL, and they actually put out a hit on him while he was out, while before he got incarcerated, and then after his incarceration. So that's actually labeled in the indictment. Is he in here too as well? I didn't see his name. Hold on, let me zoom in because I can't see. Yak Gotti, OG Bentley, Young Jin, YSL Lil D, Uno Freaky. I don't see him in there. I don't see his name on here. I don't see his name on here. Um Tiny the Ninja says, I'll be mad AF, child. Me too. Quima says, I need to upgrade from water to something a little bit harder, child. Get your spritz. Watt said, Dolly bank accounts have been cut off per TikTok. Ooh, I heard that. Now I heard that her bank accounts were cut off because if she was working for her brother or she was like a signer on his bank accounts, then yeah, they would be cut off because his money is connected. Well, his money really, there was really, even though he got hit with Rico, his money really came from the label. His money didn't come from his drug enterprises. At least they say that he had in possession of marijuana to the intent to distribute, but they never talked about how much of a quantity it was. So I have no idea. Veronica says, oh, sorry. Student Geese says, to me, this Insta repost into Tumblr is giving. He's tagging all of his bros / rappers, not necessarily incriminating them. Granted, he wasn't, but but you have to understand the people who are not circled minus Dolly are all listed in the indictment, minus Dolly and Jacquees. So that's troubling, right? That's a bit troubling for me, essentially, because like I could see one person maybe showing up in your indictment, but you shouldn't have. I mean, there's like 10 people in here who are in his indictment. Not London. The people whose names are circled were not indicted. Everyone except MPG Duke. MPG Duke was indicted. He goes by Little Duke now. So MPG Duke was indicted. So I circled that on accident. But yes, he is currently indicted. but not London, no. But I'll tell you the ones who are not. So it would be Yak Gotti, Rich Homie Quan, London on the Track, Offset, Takeoff, Quavo, Trouble, at Jacquees and Dolly. Those are the only ones who are not listed in the indictment. Did you know Shaky was in jail? I did. MPA Duke 1 goes by Lil Duke now. Chick Me Hello says, what is the picture of the phone? This looks like a video game. So to me, it tells me two things: that they either were communicating via Tumblr, Instagram, or this looks like a video game of some sort, or I don't know, or they communicate via video game. I don't know, to be honest with you. But he's saying that here we don't talk on the phone because they might stick. So this is an image of a phone saying that this is what we don't use, but also take a peek at the image. It's also it looks like it's a jail, right? It looks like an image of a jail cell, right? Like the phone is made to look like a prison. So that's probably why I said we don't talk on the phone, because that's where you end up. So that's kind of what I was giving. But when I went through his Tumblr, when I went through the Tumblrs of a few other people, they used them very heavy much, like very heavy, even up until 2022. They really used Tumblr. So Tumblr could have been an avenue in which they spoke. Student Geese said, honestly, Thug has also collaborated with all these people, especially in 2014, 2016 period. Mixtape features people he associated with plus YSL. He was also associated with Correct. Correct. So what I'm saying, I'm not saying that he didn't collaborate with these people. I'm saying that a good number of them are on his indictment. A good number of these people are listed on his indictment, specifically YSL Pac, YSL Lil D, Thugger himself, right? MPA Duke. You guys, the list goes on. So what I'm saying is, granted, he did collaborate. They are all, a lot of these people are music artists, but at the same time, they should not, a good chunk of them shouldn't be on an indictment as well, incarcerated. So what are they listed as on his indictment? So if we pull up the indictment, which I don't have currently available, but if you pull up the indictment, there's 66 counts, and a lot of these people have hit a lot of the counts. So Thug himself is count 1, count 56, count 66. I think MPA Duke is count 40, 41, 42 that I can remember. And then a number of them have the other counts, right? Distributing, attempted murder, felonious assault, robbery. The RICO is the first charge. They're all hit with RICO. Distributing marijuana, distributing MDMA, whatever that is. Theft of stolen property, specifically guns, commissioning, conspiracy to commission a crime. You name it, there's 56 counts. This is from Super Q Walker says, so Ravi Ray, did the studio belong to T.I.? I'm sorry. Let me get to your comment. Ravi Ray says, it's no surprise that they would be on his indictment, as well as their relationships form quick in the studio. That's correct. They do. Chick Me says, Steph, did you see Gossip of the City posts today? I don't follow her. And so, no, I didn't see it. But you're more than welcome to tell me what it was. Quima says, I was just about to say they gone off. I don't know what that means. They gone off Enrico. I don't know what that means. MDMA is XC. Oh, got you. D-Town Mux says, so who's in witness protection? Can we figure that out? Well, I wouldn't want to online because it would be violating their privacy. So no, we don't know who's in witness protection. I wouldn't even want to discuss that because, like, ooh, you know. Pretty Girl said Lucius. Is he? He's in jail though for murder. I don't know. I don't know. Interestingly enough, I don't know. Lil Woody snitching. Okay, so the reason why people are Little Woody, and I think I circled him on here. The reason why people are speculating that Little Woody is snitching, because let me see if I have that image available. I might have it available. If I don't have it available, I'll have to just very well describe it to you. Hold on. Okay, I do have it available. I'll upload it now. Give me 2 seconds. You're gonna hear a couple of beeps. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't distort my volume, but hold on. I'm gonna mute myself, okay? Okay, so can you guys hear me? So per this document, hello everybody who just joined us. We're talking about Young Thug. So the reason why Gossip of the City stated that they think that little Woody is snitching is because per this document, this is a photo that came into Young Thug's indictment, and where you see that little green box, it actually says Woody 372, and in the state's case, it was redacted. And of course, CNN is nosy, so they went ahead and unredacted it because it was poorly redacted. So CNN went ahead and unredacted it, and they saw this name. It says Woody 372 are loved by me. And the post was made. I don't have another blown up image of the post. It's just a picture of Lil Duke and um, Young Thug, Slime, if you will. So it's a picture of Lil Duke and I'm sorry, it's a picture of Woody and Young Thug. And the image was taken by Lil Duke. Let me correct myself. So it's a photo of Woody, Young Thug, and the image was taken by um, Lil Duke. And so people think because the name was redacted, he in turn is the one who is the one snitching. Granted, it's plausible. It is plausible. He's not. It is plausible. I'm not gonna say he's not the one snitching, but it is plausible. Um, it says Lil Woody. Yeah, Lil Woody. Thank you, pretty girl. Queen says, smash that like button. Please smash that like button. It's 200, 350 you in the building. Welcome. It's Tuesday. Ravi Ray says Lucci is in jail because he was part of a drive-by gone wrong. They tried to two rival gang members, but their friend was fatally. I'm trying to read it without getting uh, uh copyright or community guideline strike. Then Ravi continues and says they tossed his lifeless body out the car and got caught. Wow, this is crazy. Thank you, Ravi, for sharing that. Student Gee says, I'm happy Regine left that man. Yeah, Lil Wayne probably told her to leave him. Or she was making her own decisive decision as a young adult, which I believe she did on her own. Pretty Girl said the DA confirmed Woody. Okay, that's wild. Chick Me says, no, Gossip of the City actually posted something else. His real name is Kenneth Copeland. I'll send it to you. Okay, great. If he is the one snitching, God, I hope not. Uh, I mean, you can't listen. It's his life. So hold on 1 second. I just want to just check the volume. That's all. Yeah. What are we gonna do, right? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna tell him not to free himself? I'm just saying we can't tell the man not to free himself. You know what I mean? Like, we can't tell him not to free himself. Like, it's his life. He's gotta. If he thinks that's best for him, I'm talking about Woody. I'm not talking about Thug. I'm talking about Woody. If Woody feels like, and I'm just gonna use his Instagram name for his own protection. If Woody feels like he needs to let the cat out the bag to protect himself, who are we to judge? You understand what I mean? Who are we to judge? Let's just be realistic. Who are we to judge? If you were in the same situation, if you had a mountain of charges on top of you and they told you this could be your chance to spill the beans and maybe see a future for yourself, would you spill the beans? Yeah, I'm spilling the beans. Woody's not a billionaire. Woody's not even a millionaire like Young Thug is. And it's like no shade to Young Thug, but we had this conversation on Saturday, I believe, when we talked about how Young Thug and Gunna were the only two in the entire hierarchy of the gang who were really doing something and basically dangling careers in front of everybody's head, which is not fair, making them do his bidding. So I literally have no sympathy for Young Thug at this point. At first I did, but after reading over and over and over that indictment, I literally lost all kind of respect for him. I'm like, get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got no respect for you. You out here shaping the minds of the youth in your own neighborhood. You have the means and the mechanism to help them get out of poverty and get out of that lifestyle. You are an avenue for them to get a music career, get a photography career, get all kinds of stuff, help them explore their talents and help them and build something. But you want to start a gang and be all pew pew crazy. So I don't feel bad that you know what I mean? Like, you were out here just destroying your own neighborhood. Like, you were doing it. You are the problem. You did that. Nobody else. You did it. You and Gunna. So I don't got no sympathy for him or Gunna. And people talk about free Gunna, free Young Thug should literally like get karate chopped in the nuts, because that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, that's why when Kim Kardashian posted a free hashtag free Gunna, I'm like, I subtweeted her. I was like, did you read that indictment? Student Geek said he reposted it. Who's he? And what was reposted? D-Town Mux says, exactly. I would tell it all for my freedom. Yeah, it's my freedom. Watt HL says, the DA didn't say Woody, but whoever family is being threatened. Oh, got you. Ebony Thurmut said, I'll sing like it's a Sunday morning. Child, singing. Smash that like button. It's 312 you in the building. Thank you. So shout out to whoever's snitching. It's your freedom. Do whatever you feel is best for you and your mental health and your safety and your future. So we're going to keep tabs on that Young Thug story. It is still developing. No one has gone to trial, so that story will probably be developing for at least a year. So we'll keep up with it here at the Nosy Bystander. We got another story I want to talk about. Don't go. Don't scroll. I know the show is running a little late, but I want to get to this other story of the day because it has been developing over the weekend, and I'm curious about it. So we're going to talk about it. So sit down. Stop trying to get up and leave. We're not done yet, okay? I saw y'all creeping out. Go ahead, slide on in. Sit on down. I see y'all. Stop playing. Y'all know we're not done yet. Y'all know if we were done, I'd wrap the show up. We're not done yet. I want to talk about this story here. I always point differently because it's reversed on my side. So sometimes I'll point like this and thinking I'm not pointing in the right direction. Am I? No, this is the right direction. Is it? This is the right direction. Okay, so I want to talk about this story here that's been developing over the weekend. It's about a flag football game gone completely wrong. And I'm going to read you the article, but you're going to see the snippet here. And then I'm going to play some audio and video for you from this. A nosy bystander came through with the receipts this morning anonymously. And I'm slightly suspecting if this person was actually there. I don't think they were there, but the way that they were talking about this story makes me believe that they were in the proximity of this event. This article comes to you from CNN, and I'm going to read it to you on my phone so I can see it a little bit clearer because y'all know I wear glasses, so I can't see. It's a suspect accused of shooting a coach during a Dallas area youth football game turned himself in. The suspect in the shooting, one second. The suspect in the shooting that killed a 43-year-old coach during the weekend youth game outside Dallas turned himself in Monday, the police said. And I'm going to pronounce his name the best that I can. It's pronounced Yaqub Talib, the brother of former NFL player and star Super Bowl winner Yaqub Talib, pulled out a gun after the opposing team's coach and staff had a disagreement over officiating during the game on Sunday in Lancaster, police said. Michael Hickman, a grandfather and father of three from Lancaster, was the one who was killed. That's so sad. The altercation became physical, leading to the suspect pulling out a firearm and shooting Mr. Hickman multiple times, the Lancaster Police Department said in a statement. After the shooting, the suspect fled the scene in an unidentified vehicle, taking the firearm with him. Hold on, there's a weird ad right here for some strange reason. Investigators tell that to police. Defense lawyer Clark Birdsall declined to discuss the specifics. How you get a defense attorney that quick, sir? But asked if his client would claim self-defense, he replied, "There will be a defense issue." That's all he said. There will be a defense issue. Mr. Talib regrets the tragic loss of life, but turned himself into the law so he could tell his side of the story, his attorney said. Wow, that was quick. You shoot someone on Monday and you get an attorney by Tuesday. Though Birdsall, his attorney, said Mr. Talib, was at Sunday's game, police have given no indication he was in any way involved in the shooting. The magistrate is expected to set bail for Talib on Monday afternoon, Birdsall said. Mr. Hickman's wife, Cecile, told CNN that her brother was, Mrs. Hickman is the deceased man's sister, told CNN that her brother was coaching his son's team when the gunfire erupted. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead, the police said. He leaves his wife, two daughters, a son, and three grandchildren, and his sister, Cecile. Mike was an amazing father, son, grandfather, brother, friend, coach. Our family is grieving right now. We don't see an end. First of all, let me finish reading the statement because I got a thought. We don't see an end to our grief, the family said in a statement. We will miss him immensely, and we always will. We will love him forever. I'm going to show you a picture of Mr. Talib. He seems like just a sweet little man. This is Mr. Talib. I'm sorry, this is Mr. Hickman. He was a grandpa of three. I don't know if you can see that image clear, but that's him. I'm going to try to zoom it in without it blurring. That's Mr. Hickman. Let me get to some of your comments and then I'm going to get to my statement. This is from D-Town. D-Town said, thanks, Virgil. Who's Virgil? This is from the Queen. Steph says, yes, right. Mike, I don't know what that means. Tanisha said, this is sad. I hate Little League sports because those parents are out of control. You said it the best. You did. The Queen Steph said, and did it in the front of the man's son and family. Now, let me say this before I finish reading this CNN article. Why do you have a gun at a peewee or a flag football game? I don't know the age range of the kids at the game. Okay. I think it was adults, mid-range. What are you doing with the pew pew? Because if you were going to a game in the NFL, if you're going to see the Texas Texans or whatever, the Dallas Cowboys, I promise you, you couldn't bring a pew pew in there if the Dallas Cowboys lost against the Ravens or whatever. I'm just curious, like, Chick Me says, girl, it's Texas. I understand that, but like, is it necessary is my question. I understand it's Texas, but is a pew pew necessary? She's brown like me. Hello says, people are shooting over the dumbest things. A football game, a place in line at Walmart, Six Flags. Girl, not Six Flags. What are you shooting someone for? To get faster in line? Those lines never move. D-Town must have self-defense, but shot him in the back 4 times. Actually, no. So let's take a look at that video now. I don't know if I want to play this video. I don't know if I received a video today from somebody who I believe, they didn't state, but in my personal opinion, I believe was there. And it's a different angle. It's actually a different angle. It's a different angle. So yeah, it's a different angle. I searched for this video and I had emailed them back. I said, "Where did you get this from?" And they didn't reply. And I said, "Is this posted anywhere else online?" And they didn't reply. And in my head, I was like, "Were you there?" So I think they were. So I don't know if I'm gonna post it here on YouTube because it is graphic in nature. So what I'll do is I'll post it, I'll upload it after this live video. Actually, I'll upload it now on the website. I'll upload it on the website now, and then I encourage you guys to go to the website and take a look. Just give me 2 shakes, 2 seconds, and I'll do that. Actually, I'll do it after the live show because I can't do it from my phone. I have to do it from the website. So I'll upload it on the website, and I will post a community tab post here on YouTube to let you with a link, and you can click right to it and watch it. Because there's no way I'm gonna be able to post it here. YouTube will just they'll end the live immediately. It's very graphic and it's very close. And I'm like, when I saw it, I was like, where did you get this? They never replied. They never replied back. They replied back to other questions I had, but they never replied back on where that video came from. Is I have family in Dallas and everyone carries a gun. Wow, that's crazy unapologetic facts, but those are facts and they are unapologetic, and I believe you. Veronica said, "I'm torn. I think it's sad people are pew pew down. However, the collective isn't forcing the government to take guns away. It's gonna happen next week." Yeah, there's okay. So I'll just put my political science hat on for you guys. Guns are an enumerated right in the Constitution, one of the very few. So they don't just you can't just restrict them or get rid of them. They have to be the only way to get the pew pews out of the Constitution is to literally rewrite the Constitution, which will require the Constitution to be ratified, which requires a constitutional convention to do so. A constitutional convention is simply a convention where all of the lawmakers come together and rewrite it. But that takes 2/3 of the states, 2/3 of the House, 2/3 of the Senate. It's an upheaval to get done. Now, the scary part about that is that we actually are very close to a constitutional convention, a lot sooner than you think, because a lot of the red states have been moving the numbers really quick. They have been galvanizing. They have been taking tons and tons and tons of money from the RNC and the RCCC, and they have been able to solidify key battleground states for constitutional convention. So I think there's less than 4 states required to sign on to do it, and they're on the 4 states that the Republican Party intends on soliciting, if you will, are red states. Yeah. So a constitutional convention is very close. It's a lot closer than it was 20 years ago. It's like, and the key players who are going to show up are Republicans. So if you have Republicans running the Constitutional Convention, rewriting the Constitution, that you can only imagine what's going to be in. It's going to be machine guns in the Constitution. So if you vote, keep that in mind. Okay, keep that in mind. This from the Queen. The Queen, Steph Hearsley says it was youth football ages 6 to 12 was there. This is crazy. Wow. This is crazy. This is from Wink Badu, like Erica Badu, but Wink, like your eye. Wink Badu says, which they are pushing for, by the way, Constitutional Convention. That's correct. But Constitutional Convention can only come with a great upheaval. The last Constitutional Convention came after the Revolutionary War, and then subsequently after the Shays Rebellion. Just Google both of those things. So the Shays Rebellion, we had the Articles of Confederation, and then we had the Constitutional Convention. The Articles of Confederation is the first Constitution, then the Constitutional Convention, then the current Constitution that we know today. So that's how that works. But they usually come after a big, great warlike upheaval. And if you could just take a couple of guesses about what would lead us to that Constitutional Convention, if you're thinking Civil War, you're correct. Wink Badu said Koch brothers. That's right. Well, there's only one. One died or one's dead. So Koch bro. So Koch bro, definitely. Super Cute Walker says, I live in Georgia. I have a license to carry and indeed carry it everywhere I go. Granted, I am searching for Tiffany Starks Foster. Who is that? I might be in danger at any moment. Who is Tiffany Starks Foster? Brown Delight says, yes, these parents are living through these children, and this makes no sense. Shooting while all these people and their children are present. It's as crazy as you think. It's as crazy as you think. I agree. It's as crazy as you think. Okay, it's crazy. It's wild. It's ghetto. He has turned himself in. Talib. I think early on the question was he even the shooter? I think a lot of people had questioned whether he was a shooter or not, or if he was covering for someone. It's wild. He hasn't been charged, but he did turn himself in. He did turn himself in. It's just crazy. What's up, Queen Bee? You said that happened out there. That's right. Mrs. Tuffy Mischief Madeline, that's a mouthful. It says, OMG, I remember Shay's Rebellion in Social Studies, high school class 5. That's right. No one once paid those taxes. MG says, what is the link to your website? I'm going to upload it now. So now that we just finished the story and we're just hearing all these takes about this, I'm going to go ahead on the website right now and I'm going to upload that. You guys, thank you for joining us here at the Nosy Bystanders. I will post a link to the website on the community tab post here on YouTube. You just click the link and it'll take you directly to that video. The video is only about 1 minute long, so I encourage you to watch it and watch it twice. And that way you'll be able to see it for yourself from those angles. In my personal opinion, after you watch the video, you might agree with me, but definitely leave your comments below and make sure you subscribe. I just found out that 42% of the people who watch my live streams aren't subscribed here. I thought we was family. But after watching that clip, in my personal opinion, this was self-defense. This was self-defense. It was self-defense. In my personal opinion, I'm not an attorney, nor do I pretend to be one. But after watching the video that you're about to watch in 2.2 seconds, this was definitely self-defense. Okay, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Nosy Bystanders Live, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll load the video. I will put the link into the community tab post. I encourage you to click on it and watch it. And give us your opinions when we come back next time. I subscribed 3 times. Thank you, lucky lady. Thank you all for being on the show. I love you guys very dearly. Follow our page on YouTube, our new Nosy Bystanders TV page, so you can get clips and updates about the Roku channel, when you can subscribe and when you can start getting into that good old juicy gossip. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. We'll be back for the after show on TikTok right here at Chief Nosy Bystander for the after show. That's when we talk. Yes, that's right. That's when we talk all of our trifling mess and have a little fun with it. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay.